everybody, welcome back. Last run and enter the Gungeon is progress. Excuse me, sir, you're back. No kidding, I've been your best customer. You see anybody else around here with hegemony credits, dude? 16 shambling rounds. That's okay. We're gonna try to do a little bit better on today's run. What killed us on yesterday's run? The rat. What killed us in a cosmic sense? Not flawlessing either of the first 3 bosses. The only boss we flawless was the boss that you don't get any value from flawlessing. Just in general, like, I don't mind not flawlessing the first boss. I don't think that's cause for alarm. What I do think is cause for alarm is not flawlessing either of the first 2. If you're still at 3 HP by the time you get to the 3rd floor, that's a problem. It's like in Isaac, you know, it's the same thing. If you can't get a deal with the devil by like the 4th floor, you've got yourself in a cycle of mediocrity. It doesn't mean you can't break out of it, you know, but the better you are, the more likely you are to break out. And I'm not quite at the level of being good enough to break out of that stuff, I think. Consistently, at least. So what's the benefit of being the pilot? Well, there's positives and negatives. This guy used to be my favorite character. Yo, that's huge. Double jump? What the heck does that mean? He used to be my favorite character. Allows a second dodge while rolling. Okay. No idea. Anyway, he used to be my favorite character because, you know, it's one of those, like, newbie traps where you're like, dude, he doesn't have to use keys every time. And I do think there's value in that. Sure, 50% of the time, it works. 50% of the time, it doesn't. I know you thought I was going for an Anchorman reference there. And the just reality of life is that it's probably always going to seem like when you need it to work, it doesn't work. When you have 0 keys, 0 way to get keys, and you have a good chest, you're gonna get disappointed. But still, I didn't even see that guy coming. I do think it helps you get more yield out of lower quality chests, which I actually think is pretty important. However, the negative that the pilot has, it's pretty important for me, at least. Because I'll take any gun I can get right now. The negative of having, like, worse default aim... Yeah, you can leave, Ruka, that's fine. The negative of having worse default aim is, like, it's a problem. Don't shoot. No. As long as there's enemies on the screen, this guy's not that much of a problem, right? Or is it only like his 3rd attack that he shoots on? We'll never know. Anyway, dude, I'll tell you right off the bat. I'm loving the setup we got here as far as casings go. 60 this early? Seems very high. High above me. It's so lovely. And I'm hoping that at the very least, you know, we can treat yesterday's run as a bit of a warm-up. You know, a necessary step on the road to competence. Nah. We're not ready for that yet. Like, the blue chest, I want to open it. But we could probably, if I get 2 keys and I go to the oubliette, I bet the optics of the situation will work out so that I can still go to the rat floor by buying the rat key. And on the oubliette, we could even use our lockpick. That's a mimic, dude, which is great news because it means we don't have to spend the key. Or the alternative is just drop a bunch of keys. Thing is, I don't really want to use the lockpick early. Just because, you know, I don't want to fight the boss with the default weapon. Mind you, a blue chest weapon, you know, the banana, it might be okay. Oh, you guys are alive. I thought we lucked out and got a room with no enemies. No, 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 no. He hit the water barrel, dude. Well, you know what? That makes it simpler. Unless I can just throw a banana peel at you. No such luck. Well, tell you what. We're definitely going to open this then. Checklist. Or ballot. Ballot makes you cooler. Cooler equals more consumables, I think. So it's not bad. You can use both blanks here, and don't you forget it. Yikes. That felt very necessary to me. It seems like the banana is better. Don't forget about the secondary benefit of explosive weapons. They serve as, yikes. They serve as blanks. Terrible dodge, by the way. We gotta really work on our pacing here. Because the next, yeah, that attack going off. No, I did my roll, but it was slightly too late. That attack going off at the moment when it did is devastating. I don't know, man. I think maybe we might have been better off with the default weapon, but it might just be sour grapes. Or should I say, bitter bananas? Oh well. Life goes on. Gold casing. I don't know how I feel about the shell, but I'll tell you. I'm willing to bet double keys here is totally fine. What's the benefit there? Well, now we can open chests on this floor without sweating it, which is pretty relevant because we need all of our money to be able to go towards buying the nod key. I was trying to really work in like a naughty by nature pun there somewhere, but I was like, first off, I don't know if I can name 2 naughty by nature songs. Everybody knows, you know, you're down with OPP. I am not down with OPP, by the way, unless you've talked about it in advance with the people involved. Anyway, I just feel like that's the respectful thing to do as an adult. I'm going to continue using the shotgun here. Normally, I'd probably use the starting pistol, the Rogue Special, but I want to make sure that we're giving ourselves the best chance to survive in good health. Oh, thank you. What do you got? Oh, you take my HP and give me money? I love it. Please take some. I would be remiss if I didn't go a little bit for broke here. I feel like I might benefit the most from just loading up on keys, but we have at least a half heart. Yeah, at most a half heart as well, but okay, so we're back to 105 credits, and now I am no longer, and I believe you me, I understand, it's a little cocky, but I'm no longer as concerned. If we could just get an acceptable boss-killing weapon, it doesn't have to be the greatest weapon ever seen. If we could just get an acceptable boss-killing weapon. Lucky. To be honest, I'm not sure the shell isn't that already, but something with a little bit more confidence, that's fine. I hate getting hit there mostly because it's costing me income now, but we should expect more consumable drops because of our coolness factor, which I always knew I had it within me. My mom always thought I was cool. She still does, for the record. Now that we've got it explicitly laid out that we're super cool, I do expect more consumable drops. See, this room, as far as hazards go, it's about my speed. You're alive. Work ourselves back. Take care of the riffraff first. Then when he opens up, we're a little late. He's got to be like 2 hits away from death. We can start to get ourselves out of this. Yo, I knew it was coming too. Mostly because I'm not playing very well. Okay, be smart here. We have keys. Probably only use the lockpick if it's like a brown chest. Explode chest. Bundle of wands. It's not my go-to, but that's not necessarily a problem. Although, I don't know what we're going to use on the boss now that I think about it. Probably the shell if we have enough ammo to make it happen. We could try bundle of wands as well. We have so... Wait, you know what? We could also... I'm trying to think. I think the gun for sale was the flare gun, which is not very good, but it might function fine. You know, I think one way to use the flare gun, and I haven't experimented too much with this in my, like, revisiting of Gungeon, but you could pop an enemy with the flare gun, like a strong enemy, otherwise it's a little overkill to do this, but... And then immediately switch to, like, your best DPS gun, and just constantly keep them taking tick damage from being on fire. But just to level with you, it's gonna be hard to get me to spend on that. Fair. And you know what? I think I appreciate it. So let's try to flawless the boss here. This is a big moment. Yo, I lost the touch temporarily, or perhaps permanently. I hope not, though. You know what? I mean, here's the thing. I would have, you know, we can despair a little bit here, but as long as we have HP, there's still a hope in the race. The hope has gone down, for sure, but it's very difficult to blame the gun when you get hit on the first attack of the boss fight. So I'm definitely feeling a little bit demoralized here. I can't deny that. However, at the same time, you know, it's a very we made our bed, now we gotta lie in it sort of situation. Got a lot of money. Maybe we can use that money to work our way out. So those are, I was just gonna say, poison bullets. So the first thing I would say is take a shot. Hold on. Full heart, 31. I gotta look at this for a second. You take a full heart or a half heart? You take a half heart and you pay me 24. I mean, it's cost effective to buy a full heart and then give it to him. But I think I'm just gonna end up giving him the HP and then I'll buy a full heart here. Alright. 264 casings. This is incredible. I'm not gonna buy the armor. You know what? We should probably buy the armor. And then secret room, not likely. Be smart here. These are pivotal moments. This could change the way the game is played. Secret room. I'm gonna take a gamble on it being right here. Fair enough. We'll go to the shop real quick. This is a big moment. Nothing else to really... I think Enraging Photo is a spacebar item that makes you upset. I'm content with my amount of money. We're betting a lot on the value of our next floor. This is about as low as I'm willing to go on HP. I don't mind using our armor as a blank. That's totally fine by me. But this is really, like, if we don't come out of this floor being able to leverage our relatively substantial amount of credits for something, you know, something that gives us a great chance on the next floor, we're going to be an odds-on favorite to lose, for sure. We're probably already an odds-on favorite to lose, but, like, even more so. Ah, crap, dude. Please just be dead. How are you not dead? You've been poisoned for a half hour. The good news is, you get financially, dude. Are we worried at all? No, like, yeah. We can purchase a blank easily. Chafe grenade, Omega bullets. I think we have to buy it. This means Omega bullets, they work with something. Poison bullets for emerald weapon. Sure, whatever the heck that means. The Omega bullet makes the last bullet in your gun extremely good. So what this means, functionally for us, is that we should be on the lookout for a gun where every bullet is your last bullet. You know, if we can get a gun that has 1 ammo size per clip, life is but a dream. I keep reloading. I'm sorry. It's a force of habit. So I'm hoping you're gonna also give me a synergy. 57. Let's do it, brother. Even if it's not a synergy, it's an item. It's not a synergy. But dude, light hexagon, I'm not against it. I think it's an acceptable room clearer. Is it worth 57? You know, I honestly think that at this point, any gun with a decent use case can't be argued against. Especially, I mean, if we got the money, we gotta spend it. And, yeah, I mean, you know my thinking here is, I think probably we can definitely afford to spend a key. A key for HP seems like, I mean, oh, dude, the hexagon only has 1 bullet per clip. Hold on a second. Have I reached real genius hours? So far, so good. This seems incredible right now. I'll definitely open it. Vertebrae K-47 is an acceptable choice. Keep in mind, we're looking for rats as well. We need 1 key to enter the rat floor. Seems very strong. No rats. I am very tempted to just go ahead and fight the boss. I think that definitely want to do it before light hexagon gets too low on ammo. I do think Vertebrae K-47 can function as a boss killer. I mean, it has for me in the past on many occasions. For the first time in 3 or 4 runs, and it looks so spotty, but still, in spite of that, I feel the percolation of a potential win. And it's faint, but it's there. Oh, that's the good stuff. Dude, honestly, yeah. I mean, the hexagon ammo is just, it's the most efficient. I can't tell if that's a broken barrel or a dead rat. Lucky me. You know, you did it to yourself, dude. Should be trying to get them all in the same vector, but let's be honest, that's a bit of a high-level technique for yours truly. I can't believe how lucky we've gotten. That our synergy chest being a bad roll, hey, did not work, actually turned out amazingly for us. Now, we've seen the rat room, and that scares the crap out of me, because I don't know where it is. Can't use blanks here, remember? Definitely can't use blanks here, because we're going to need all of our remaining blanks to We could have dodge rolled twice. We need all of our remaining blanks without a doubt to figure out where the heck the rat room is. Must have accidentally killed them. Why? You just stood there. You just stood there. So we probably should have been running vertebrae the whole time, but it's not a huge problem. The huge problem now is where the heck are the rat corpses? This is the worst Gungeon session I've had in a long time. It's a microtransaction gun, right? It shoots our coins at people. So let's just take a sober look at this, alright? We have armor now. Armor can function as a blank. Maybe it doesn't shoot our coins at people? It does. It definitely shoots our coins. They're called casings, Grandpa. So I'm just... You get the idea. I think maybe... Figure out where it is. I remember being in a room and being like, were those rat corpses? Or a barrel? Now, do you remember what room it is? I'm pretty sure it was down here. But let's do our due diligence. Wouldn't bet on this room. Wouldn't bet on this room. Could be wrong. Give me a minute here, okay? This is extremely important. We do have 55 credits, which means we could probably afford to buy blanks. Really, if we find it on the first blank, we're good. If we find it on the second blank, we need to buy a blank. Find it on the third blank, we need to buy 2 blanks. So you see my concern. Well, was it this room? Like, I definitely saw something like this and was like, is that a rat? If it's not there, then my next bet was here. I'm just gonna not say what I want to say, which is that this is dumb. Certainly wouldn't be here. Is it in the t-shirt room? Is it in the room that looked like a t-shirt? I think we would have known. We found a secret room, so that's something. Well, it's a considerable bummer. But we did get a large piece of wood, which is a large piece of wood. There's only one blank for sale. Here's the thing. Did I screw up? Yeah, I screwed up, okay? Is it dumb? Yeah, extremely so. Maybe not extremely so, but... Well, we'll try to have a fun run regardless. It does hurt. I mean, I should have been paying closer attention to the rats. I was probably prattling on about some stupid nonsense, but it is what it is. Okay? That's what makes it interesting, is that it's difficult. Honestly, I don't know that the wood is really that good, but it is funny. I guess you're supposed to wiggle it, right? Not just hit an enemy once and then act like you're good to go. Also kind of makes me want to throw up with the way the camera's moving. So we're gonna get rid of that. Or at least, you know, change it for something else for now. I honestly think that we were doing awesome work with the light hexagon. So let's, you know, don't let one bad apple spoil the whole bunch. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a bummer, but life goes on, you know? Nobody's more bummed out than me, who really, to be quite frank, needs the practice on the rat fight. We can focus on some positives here. Probably this is the run, without a doubt, with the greatest vampire we've ever had. Does suck pretty bad to spend so much money on a key that's literally worth nothing. But you know what's cool? We haven't really seen this floor in a while. Back gun. Yes. Actually, with Omega bullets, that could be kind of interesting, although our shots don't really ricochet. Maybe shouldn't be making the leap on that one. This is very strong, though. Yikes. Don't miss an enemy at point blank range. Anyway, we'll get there. So here's my deal to you, okay? We will, and I'm not going to say rock you, we will take a chance at going to the Lich on this floor. There's really no good reason not to. Now, this does require that we make it to the Dragon and beat the Dragon. But you know what? It also takes a little bit of the pressure off, believe it or not, because now I will... it's not about getting to the rat floor anymore. So I think I have space to just worry about the flawlesses like old times. I'm so happy it's a mimic, actually. Easy enough. But I do kind of hate the sticky crossbow, to be honest with you. It's not my ideal choice. Excuse me. Spider? There he is. See my new strat here? You try to get two enemies on the same vector and then tag them? It's a dream come true. We do run through ammo pretty quickly because, I mean, there's not that much ammo in the gun. This is the wall for sure. How did he know? I mean, did you look at it? Had the wall written all over it, dude. Should be no conspiracy theories on this run. I don't even want to talk about how I got hit by just hanging down at the bottom of the screen too long. Because if I had done this run in the past and it was seated, not that anybody would expect that to begin with, but first off, that's a lot of work. Secondarily, I wouldn't have missed the freaking rad floor. Oh my god, dude. This is a terrible day of Gungeon for me. Thanks for watching nonetheless. We'll be back to do better on more sleep later. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya!